In this video, I'll be taking you through the entire branding process from scratch. Right from research and strategy to creating mood boards, designing the logo, and then finally seeing how the brand comes to life. Of course, instead of just talking about the project, I'll be showing you each and every step we did at Designer for a real client a few months ago. If you're a student, a freelancer, or even working in a company, this process will help you understand how branding projects actually work. So without wasting any more time, let's start by reading the brief which the client had shared with us. Alright, so here is the brief which the client had filled, and this is sort of like a template we send to our clients to get to know about their brand more, what are their goals and what are they trying to achieve, and then basically why they have come to us. And the brand's name is Bite More, as you can see from here. It is a restaurant concept built around the idea of culinary exploration and evolution. Their tagline is Eat, Explore and Evolve, which captures the essence of the brand, which focuses on offering unique and innovative dishes that encourages customers to try out new flavorful combinations and global influences. So it's basically like a nice cafe restaurant type of a joint which has a lot of culinary experiences and new flavors for the customers to try out. There's a lot of more information here about the mission, their target audience. So basically all this information really helps us when we are doing our research process. And I'll just show you a few more important details. Like the people they're targeting are young professionals, millennials and Gen Z, couples and groups, family and kids. And we should keep all this in mind when we are actually working on the design process, because a lot of our design decisions will influence based on this initial brief. Their market position is niche down between fine dining and casual dining. Modern comfort food, global cuisine and interactive dining experience is something they really want to focus on. Their main competitors will include Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's and McDonald's, and for those who don't know the first two, these are actually international brands and not very popular in India. And yes, this project is for a US based client and it's not going to be open in India, but I don't know, maybe soon. Lastly, we'll look at what their color and style preferences. The color palette, they want bold accent colors, something that represent evolve and symbolizes innovation and like a break from to the tradition colors. A warm and inviting base color palette of beige, cream or light brown could represent each aspect in creating a comfortable, inviting atmosphere. So they want to target two kinds of people. One who are very comfortable dining in their restaurant or like a joint which they're going to be opening, and the other one is something a little bold and a little attractive which attracts those young audience and is very good to brand themselves throughout. So yeah, I think and obviously there's like a lot more I can go into, but with that, this was sort of like the initial idea and the brief we had the client filled up, and with that we're going to take through our research. Now, of course, this is the research stage. I'm not going to actually do the research and show you because it's already been done. I've honestly seen a lot of designers skip through this stage. Like whenever they get a client brief and they get all those questions answered, they directly jump on to the sketching and ideation stage. I would say I used to do that for the longest time, but then I started realizing how important research and how important it is to actually look into the brand, what the brand is doing, what the competitors are doing. Even if you hate doing research, I would 100% recommend you to delve that into a practice, because it's really very important and you will not understand how to make the brand you are working on really stand out from the competition. And I would say that now is the best time to make your research process much easier, because there are so many AI tools, so many ways which can help you do your research in a much better way. So okay, so this is a table of content which we had done for this feature specifically. It may vary with yours. You might have a bigger table of contents, you might have a smaller one. For this brand, what we felt like this was enough. So we had the brand story, keywords, which is very important, competitor analysis, the tone of voice, and then after that I'm going to show you all the 3 mood boards we created for them. We start with the brand story, and again this is the same one which was there in a brief. This is just to have an idea and a sense of what this brand is about, why are they going to come into the market and what are they going to bring out. Here are some keywords and adjectives. Farm to table, something fresh, organic, high quality, delicious, playful, customizable, engaging, welcoming, trend setting, and which is going to really help with the social aspects. Unconventional, modern, and so these are all the words and adjectives we'll be using when we are actually going to be working on the logo design, or even when you're finding the colors. These words are sort of those words which are going to help us get to the right direction for the brand, if that makes sense. And here is the competitor analysis. Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, this was mentioned by the client in the brief. That's how the brief helped us to understand whom are they competing with, and we understood the strength of Chick-fil-A, their weaknesses, and some notes and some learnings from how we can improve what Chick-fil-A is not doing, but how we can also improve with the good things these brands are doing. So we have studied that. There's McDonald's, there's also we've taken Wendy's and California Pizza Kitchen into example. This is, I know it's a very, very lengthy process, but once you have this sort of becomes your framework to sort of take it ahead the next time. Then is the tone of voice. A lot of different things here, basically just putting it in perspective that what is the tone of voice the brand wants to go into. This can also be the communication part of the brand, but also the visual side of the brand. Now with that, our research stage is over. We have gathered all the data we need, all the competitors, all our learnings from that. We are going to take that and now go into the mood board. I'm going to be showing you 3 mood boards. At Designer, we have this concept of 3, which really works for us, and you can steal this too from us. So whenever we are presenting something, we always present in the form of 3. So let's say if you are presenting logo concepts, you're going to show 3 logo concepts. If we are showing mood boards, we're going to show 3. If you are showing color options, we're going to show 3 options, not 1, not 4, not even 2, but 3. And that is a rule I think we have followed since a long time, and it really works for us. So this is the first one. It's playful and modern. This is how we create our mood board on the left side. In the middle, we have the color palette, and right around all the blocks, we have either typography, visual imagery, also sometimes mockups. Here it's not there, but that is how we have like illustrations here. There is illustrative packaging here. It's very important to also note down what you have included in the mood board so the client gets a sense of what you're trying to show here, because okay, this is a very illustrative style, but to inform to the client, it's very important. And this is the tone of voice which we have kept while creating this mood board. So this is the one which is playful and modern. It uses a lot of red and yellow and green, which evokes freshness and relaxation, and then connects to the nature which was there in their research and the brief stage. The second mood board is modern and creative. Here we have tried to show a little more modern, a little more attracting to the Gen Z, and we have also used red and yellow, which stimulates hunger and appetite. And yes, I'm also feeling hungry. So I mean, if you're watching this video, go grab a snack, because what we have in store for you in the next, you are definitely going to feel hungry. Yeah, for this mood board, it breaks away from that traditional style, those overused colors what are used in like restaurants and food, like those oranges and stuff. Here we have shown like very, very modern color palette, and I think I'm really fan of this color palette. Third and the final mood board is an emblem and mascot. Here what we have shown is that we can actually create a mascot for the brand. The brand's name is Bite More, and we felt like mascot is something which really attracts to a customer. Like if you look at McDonald's, they have a mascot. If you look at KFC, Chick-fil-A, like all the competitors also we saw, everyone has a mascot. And I know it's sort of overdone in this space, but there's a reason why brands are still doing it, because it really emotionally connects with you. You have a better recall value. So we thought that mascot might be a better direction to go for. And in fact, the client actually liked this direction, but the client liked the color palette of this one, of the second one, which is a little more modern and creative. So when you're also presenting these mood boards, don't tell them that they have to necessarily pick one. You can tell them they can combine 2 or 3, or 1 and 2, or 1 and 3, whatever feels right to them. And with that, we'll finally start with the logo design process. This one has to be my all-time favorite process. The sketching, brainstorming, and ideation is something I can do any time of the day. Comment down below and let me know if this is your favorite part of the process too. When considering sketching, here are a few things I follow which makes this process way more creative. I don't stop until I've created at least like 20 different concepts. Obviously here I'm not going to be showing all the 20 concepts, but it's a very good habit to have at least 20 different ideas and concepts jot down before you start even opening your laptop. And that is a good habit to follow, and it's always really helped out and worked to bring out the best creative output. Alright, so we're done with our sketching process. As you can see here on the iPad screen, we have our sketches all ready. The 3 things which are really kept into mind from everything we have gathered is friendly, playfulness, and fun, and that sort of a vibe, and also something which really attracts hunger. When we think about Bite More, we thought about this mascot and a concept where there's a guy where there's like a kid which has everything stuffed in his mouth. When you eat something and when you stuff yourself with food, this sort of an expression which really puts in that perspective that your mouth is full but you're still hungry. And that sort of a nostalgia hit we wanted to give not only to the elderly people who are going to come and visit the place, but also the kids. It's going to be much relatable to them. And second idea we thought, because since we have the letter E, so we had the letter E in the last letter of the word bite and more, like both of them have the letter E. We thought the last letter E also really has this resemblance to a Pac-Man shape. So if you see like a Pac-Man, it seems very similar to the letter E, and the Pac-Man is essentially nothing but eating all the food it has like in these dots. So we thought this might be something very interesting to explore. And we also have this nice kind of a chunky typography we thought might actually be really nice for the brand, and it's very on point to the brief. So we went ahead and digitized all these ideas and concepts on Illustrator, and let me show them to you right now. This is the first one. This is the hand-drawn kid which has everything like his mouth full. And we also realized that it'll be very interesting if we have like a mustache on this figure. I think it'll be very humorous, funny, and something which will stay in people's mind. Memorability of this mascot might actually be very cool. This is how a digitized version of it looks like. I think it looks really nice. It's very playful, very quirky, and very on brand. And this is also the typography we explored. We felt like this chunkiness should be maintained in the typography as well, not only in the mascot. I think the overall all the touch points will be very cool. I can also imagine this sort of mascot in like a lot of packaging stickers and packaging materials. And after that, let me show you. Yes, we also explored this Pac-Man concept where the letter E of the bite, the last letter, is also in like an open mouth shape, where let's say if there is a delivery app for this, the app can have an animation of the E Pac-Man eating the food, and that loading sign can come. I think that's pretty cool. And the last one was we also tried this very homegrown aesthetic, very rusty look to it. We felt like Bite More is, these two words speak so much more than they actually are, and I feel like we wanted to, because see, when we are eating food, our hands get oily, the table gets messy. Nothing is perfect, that is the beauty of it. The client actually liked this style of typography, and actually they agreed to go ahead with this one, but they also needed a mascot, and this was the mascot which we had made for them. They liked it, but they felt like this mascot was too childish, and this was not matching with the typography. Like if you see this mascot and this typography, they both feel poles apart. This is very playful and very fun, and the other one is sort of a little more mature, but they really like the style of illustration and this style of what's going on. And the client, he thought was that what if we do the same style of illustration with a mascot which looks a little more mature and also looks very similar to his face. So this is actually what the client looks like, and he wanted to have this as the illustration and this as a mascot. And I feel like the illustration has come out really well. In fact, I like this even better than the original one. And I mean, yeah, this was the mascot, and this is what the client has finalized. Now that we have a logo finalized, now that we have a typography and logo finalized, we will go ahead and show you the logo presentation. Of course, we cannot end there. If we just design the logo and then send it to our clients, the chances of it being rejected are more likely higher. What we are going to do is I'm going to show you the logo presentation which we actually made for the client, which in turn sold the entire idea and the entire theme we were going for this brand. But before we move to the presentation, I was wondering, what if this brand had to create an e-commerce website, and what if they had to sell merchandise, maybe pastries, donuts, coffees online? How would they do it? That's exactly where Odoo e-commerce comes into the picture. It is an open source e-commerce website that is really easy to set up. You can design appealing product pages with one of the best page builders on the market, and from design to marketing to operations, enjoy all of them in this unified platform. Now, whenever we graphic designers think about website, we are always scared and always push away from that because we hate coding. We don't know how to code. But the good part is that this e-commerce website of Odoo is a no-code website. It is an AI-based website builder. You can generate pages, your themes and everything right there in the app without any code. How crazy is that? And let's say if you want to start an e-commerce brand, here is how you can do it. Go to odoo.com and click on the e-commerce app. After that, click on start now. Here you can fill in all your details. For the website name, I'm going to type Byte More because right now we're creating it for this client itself. Then simply click on start now. And after doing that, it will present you with this welcome Odoo sign, ready to build your perfect website. Click on OK. What are you exactly and what do you want this website for? You will go and click again for an online store for your business. You can put what your business is about. Let's say it's about food and what is sort of the main objective you want to go into. So it adds all these questions because it is an AI website builder and generator and it needs that to feed in all the data. Then you have this color palette to choose from. And I think with Bytemore, we had this nice poppy orange and black color palette. So we can go with any of that. We can also directly put in our logo, which we had created, and generate the color palette from there. So the entire website theme will be that. And this is actually very useful to get started. And then we can add the pages and features we want to. You can obviously do this later also, but just adding in this will instantly get your website created. After that, it instantly gives you 3 themes to choose from. And if you notice, it has already paired that color scheme which you had chose. You can view more themes, but I think we can choose the middle one from these 3 themes and it will start analyzing and finally designing your own website. Well, here you go. It has literally created that website within 5 minutes of just putting in data without any code, without any hassle. This is the website right in front of you. In fact, it is also live. You can just go ahead and unpublish it. If you look at the top left corner, you see the logo there and a basic layout of what your brand is about. Of course, this is just a temporary layout. You can customize each and everything you see right here. On the right side, you have the blocks, the customization channels, and even the theme. Let's say if you did not like the color theme, if you want to change it, you can completely do that all there in the edit tab on the right side. When working on your logo design and the typography, it really matters that every single touch point of the brand stays consistent, and Odoo makes sure that everything is so customizable that this literally looks like your brand's website. Here you can change the fonts, change the colors, make it very, very versatile to your brand. Let me also quickly show you how to add your own product. So obviously right now there is no product defined, and here you can add it by simply going on new and the product. Obviously you can put in your specific product descriptions with an image and other details like the price and all, and then you can simply click on save. This is how the product tab looks like, and this is how it is created. On the right side, we have all the details of the products, all the description and stuff like that. And obviously this is also customizable. You can drag and drop any other tab, any other feature you want to integrate in this product tab. And here is how you can multiply and make as many product tabs as you want it to make. This is just to show you what are the possibilities you can do. Small problems like not knowing how to code or not knowing how to build websites should not refrain you from starting that online business or starting selling your own merchandise. With Odoo e-commerce, you can do that seamlessly, and I just literally showed you how to do it. And that's not even the best part. The first app of Odoo is going to be free for lifetime with unlimited hosting and support. You'll even get your own personalized domain name for an entire year. Now let's quickly come back to the part you guys are most excited about and were waiting for so long, is our logo presentation, which got this project to be approved by the client, and it has actually been produced live, which I'm going to be showing you again. All right, so here we go. We started directly with this screen which has Eat, Explore and Evolve in bold, and we have highlighted the word explore in it. Then in the next page we have written this concept focuses more on the exploration part. That is the idea behind it. In this page we have filled this page with all those, I think these like fried chicken if I'm not wrong, and our logo is literally at the back corner. What we are trying to show here is, you know, when you go to these food places, let's say Burger King or McDonald's, they have a tray and they have this sheet of paper you put on top of the tray, and on top of that sheet of paper you have your food. So that is what you're trying to depict here, and we have certainly put our logo at the back so they get a glimpse of the logo. Again, directly with this presentation, we are not directly showing our logo. We are taking them through a journey, taking them through a story and showing them how we have built this brand. And then bang, we have shown the logo, but again with the idea and concepts. The small unfiltered rough gap shows the idea of exploration, and the bold type represents the nature of trying out new things like the menu, and which is again like from our research stage, if you remember, exploration and trying out new things. Then we are showing the logo in different colors just to get the essence and the vibe of the brand. We have in the positive and the negative space, and again with the title and again with the caption, eat, explore and evolve. Then we are showing the real life mock-ups. This is one of the most important things in logo presentation. You have to show how the brand looks in real life. The client has to visualize that how is the logo which we made on a digital screen going to be reproduced in offline channels, and that is the most important thing for them. And obviously this differs from business to business. We also went ahead and showed how it looks on an app icon. If you zoom in and you see how it looks on an app icon, and not only on that app icon but how it looks in comparison to the others, and if it stands out from all the generic app icons, then that's a plus. And showing all the image heavy, like showing the characteristics of a bite. When you think about a bite, this is probably what you think about, and that is the idea of bite more. Again, using the taglines, using very, very good imagery, these mock-ups of the buckets and all the possibilities of how this product is going to go live, the delivery packaging, and how the packaging boxes are going to be produced. So basically envisioning the idea of how this brand is going to come live with before even the client thinks about all this, we make and create that to them. This is another presentation for which we have added the mascot and integrated the mascot with the typography. And let me show you. We went ahead and created a facade, like an actual 3D 2D layout of a store, where we can have that face right bold in the mirror and then bite more written on top of it, and we have the eat, explore, evolve. And on the right side we have this bucket of chicken nuggets or fried chicken, I don't know, and then which has the mascot, just to show the usability, the functionality, the scalability. This icon was there on a big glass board, and now it's there on like a nice tub of where the product is gonna come. This is just a board to show the entire visual aspect of the brand, the entire vibe of it, what we are going towards and what we are aiming. And the client looked at this presentation and it was instantly a hit. They loved it. They absolutely were amazed by it. In fact, I'm gonna pop up some videos and pictures on this screen to show you that this brand is actually live. The videos which you see right now are from actual stores in US. The client is currently using our logo and our mascot in the restaurant, and it just looks amazing. And there you have it, folks. That was the complete branding project we did for our client at Designer. Hope you enjoyed and learned something while watching it. And don't forget, if you ever feel like the need of having an e-commerce website, either for yourself, maybe you want to start your own e-commerce business, or for a client, you know where to go. Yep, that's right. Go to the e-commerce website. It's the best place you can go, and it will have you sorted. Check out the first link in my description for more details on Odoo. And if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, because more videos are coming your way.